So, you thinking about moving to Stony Point, New York? I live in Stony Point, New York, Rockland County for the past 10 years. I'll be talking about all the things that you need to know to live in Stony Point. We're going to be including things to do, shopping, everyday life, real estate, and so much more. So I hope you enjoy. Hi, my name is Betsy Estrella Mejia, and I am a real estate agent in Rockland County, New York. My channel is about living in Rockland County. Make sure to subscribe to stay updated with my videos. Thinking about moving to Rockland County, New York? Make sure to reach out. I'll love to help. And without further ado, let's jump in to talk more about Stony Point, New York. So first, let's talk about the basics of Stony Point, New York. So Stony Point is one of the quietest towns in Rockland County. And it's also one of the ones that have lots of nature surrounding it. We still have plenty of suburban neighborhoods around us. It all depends as to what side you choose to be in. We have plenty of small shopping malls and plazas, restaurants, parks, and many great neighborhoods to recreate on. Everything you will expect to have in a well-developed neighborhood, we have here in Stony Point. Hey, some technology issues here. Some of the videos is gonna be a little bit lower quality, but we're gonna jump back into it, and it's the information that counts. Hope you enjoy. For example, let's talk about my side of Stony Point. I am 5 minutes away from the Vermont area, which means that I'm on the wooded side. However, we still have plenty of homes in our neighborhood and around us. So on this side of Stony Point, which we call past the bridge, there's a small bridge that kind of divides the town, and we are past the bridge going towards the Vermont. So on this side of the bridge, we are closer to the wooding areas. Houses are a little bit farther from one another, but a good distance still from your neighbors. We also have some close plazas or small strip malls. The closest one to me is, if I want to do it driving, it's not even 3 minutes away down the street. If I want to go walking, it's probably like 7-minute walk. So that gives you a perspective as to how not wooded it could be. We have convenience store, the pool company, the post office, the nail place, and the pizza place, you name it, close by with walking distance. And this is basically the most wooded side of Stony Point. Stony Point is still one of the smaller towns of Rockland County. However, with a little less than 15,000 in population in our area, we can still say that is very well developed. To get to Stony Point is very easy. There's many different ways to get there depending on where you're coming from. However, there's two major ways, which is 287, and then you can take the Palisades Parkway up to exit 15 or exit 14, either way, depending if you're coming from the north or you're coming from the south. Then also we can do locally Route 9W. We can take you straight up, and 303, Route 204. There's many different ways to get to it, depending as to what side of town you're going. So that's a very easy and convenient way, because sometimes we can encounter some local traffic. You don't necessarily need to go one way. You can just easily go to the next one. Vermont, 5 minutes away from me. Then we have so many different ways depending as to where your starting point is. So I'm at the end of Stony Point. So when we look into the Stony Point from where I'm at, going to Vermont, going north is 5 minutes. If we're going to New Jersey, for example, it's 20 minutes to get there. Then we have New York City. If you want to go to the city, it's 45 minutes away. Then if you want to go to our closest downtown, which is in New City, is literally 10 to 15 minutes, depending as to where exactly in our downtown you're going. And then if you want to go to the bridge or to the first city in Rockland County, which is Nyack, it's only 15 minutes away. So everything is very close by to get you wherever you want. So let's talk about the amenities you can find in Stony Point. So there's so many great things over here that is very hard to name it all, but I'll do my best. Convenience stores, we have between 4 to 5 around. Some of them could be, like I mentioned before, 3 minutes away. Some of them can be 10 minutes away, but you always have the convenience stores nearby. Some of them are walking distance, some not. Then we have 3 major supermarkets in Stony Point. Those are Aldi, Stop and Shop, and ShopRite. Now, if you would like to have other type of international food, then we have also the Spanish supermarket. For me, very convenient. As I said, I'm Dominican. Then we have also the Asian fisherman market where we can go and buy our fresh fish. And we have also some others international supermarket where you can find anything and everything with a million diversities for any type of food that you're looking to cook or any kind of stuff that you want to do. We have Food Fair in Nyack as well. That is a huge supermarket that you can get anything and everything, and it's only 15 to 20 minutes away. Within 15 minutes, then we have Walmart, BJ's, and Costco. So as you can see, we have many close ones, but if you need a bigger store or more stuff, you have it within 15 minutes. You can just get it there and wrap it up. Let's talk about hospitals in Stony Point. We have two major hospitals in Rockland County. We don't necessarily have one in Stony Point because, as I said, it's a smaller town. However, we have two major hospitals. One of them is Nyack Hospital, which is located in Nyack, and it's part of the Montefiore. Some of you might know is one of the biggest affiliation that there can be and amazing ones, right? And then we have Good Sam, which is in Suffolk. So one is 15 minutes away, the other one is 20 minutes away from home, depending as to where in Stony Point you are in. And then we have one more, which is only 7 minutes away, which is Helen Hayes Hospital. Is a rehab hospital for heart attack or you need any kind of extreme help with surgery and physical therapy. You have it there. You don't have to go far from home to do your rehabilitation. Also, if you don't really need one of the major hospitals, you can just go to urgent care, which is what is recommended by your insurance. We have plenty of urgent cares around here. The main one that I tend to go is the closest one to me is on 9W. It's very easy access. The service is always great and amazing. And then we have another one on Garnerville, which is very easy, simple to get to as well, very quickly. So it all depends what exactly you need to get done. You will choose and learn which one you might prefer, but they are both very great. Now let's go to the fun part. Things to do in Rockland County, Stony Point, New York, and surrounding areas. We have a lot of family activities to go to. I like to break it down into seasons because there's so many of them. Our community center puts on a lot of events, and the town itself that are completely free to all residents of the area. For example, they do a big egg hunt event every year on Main Street by the courthouse, and the kids have so much fun, and we as parents enjoy seeing them doing that. Also, we have the kids camp. There's different type of camps that we have available. It depends on your lifestyle. Some of them are luxury, some of them are not so much. I personally use the town camp, which I believe is amazing. It's great for my kids, love it. So do I. It's really convenient. It's literally 5 minutes away from me, and it goes. We have the 2 to 5 with Lowland Hill is very safe for the little ones, and then they divide it into different ages, so they make sure that they have the different activities and things for your little ones, so you don't have to worry about, okay, the bigger ones are going to do whatever. So it's many of them. We have the YMCA, the Bulova, the Rich Hill. Once again, it depends on your lifestyle and your needs. Some of them are locked, some of them are very affordable, some of them are actually even free to many of the residents. On that seasonal side, we also have our summer experiences. It's so many that I will never end telling you. However, there's one that always stands out for me that is done every Thursday is the live concert at the Riverfront Park. You can just come in. One day they have jazz, the other day they might have salsa, the other day, and it's always a live band playing music. They bring the ice cream truck, there's hot dogs and a whole bunch of things that if you would like to eat them, you can purchase at your price, but they at your expense, but they have so many great things to enjoy in the environment. They put like a rock climbing thing for the kids, a bouncy house, while you get to enjoy the presence of that delightful music, and it's every Thursday. Also on that summer time, we have the outdoors events like the yoga class, the Zumba class, so many of them that we get to enjoy all throughout the summer. Now then it comes the fall. In the fall season, the event that stands out the most is the Halloween one, where the town makes a contest. Anybody comes in dressed up, gets to be in the contest as to who wins the best one. They have top 3. However, this one is fully covered by the town. Once again, now they have the free food, and the kids and the parents get to enjoy a hayride and so many more around. And then for the holidays, we have the Christmas with Santa, and then we have the light up of the tree, and those are the ones that stand out the most, but there's so many more to enjoy all throughout each different season. So let's talk about shopping and dining. As you know, I'm a foodie. I love restaurants, but we also have small plazas that can get you to the clothing part of it. Usually, I personally go to the bigger mall, like the Palisades and Woodbury and Nanuet Mall, where you have all the brand stores. However, if you need something quickly, there's some plazas around that you can just get your items, some clothing boutiques that you can find items quickly 5 minutes away from home rather than having to drive 15 minutes to the mall. But that's the same reason why I always go to the mall. It's still very close. Don't even get me started on, for example, the restaurants. What kind of food do you feel like eating tonight? I can get you there. I can let you know what places to go to. You choose what you like and I'll tell you where to go. Just hit me up. We have great service everywhere, basically. It's very few places that I could say that made me feel some kind of a way and that I wouldn't go back. The smaller the restaurant, the warmer the ambience is. They are amazing. The food, the places. We have a lot of Italian restaurants around us, a lot of different types. You would like to go to a really nice fancy restaurant, we got you. But you also just feel like having a fast food restaurant today, McDonald's, Wendy's, Taco Bell, anything. The only one we don't have is Burger King, at least not in Stony Point area. We do have one in the city, but anything and everything. What can I say? I talk about some of my favorite ones on my previous videos, like Pasta Cucina, Jay's Thai, and Pancake Factory, so many of them. So be sure to check on that, but we got it all. So we talked a little bit about the restaurant, but what about outdoor activities? What can we find in Stony Point? Well, Stony Point is big with the nature. Of course, we are really right there from the Harriman State Park, and we have Bear Mountain. You can go kayaking, you can go biking, you can go do anything and everything around our many trails. We have walking trails, biking trails, we have hiking areas, we have high tour where you can actually even see the city if you want to do sightseeing. There's so many different very safe areas. For example, for biking, we have many trails, but to get to the trails, you need to go through the main roads. And that's one of the biggest things that I am very grateful, because our community takes really good care of our bikers, including myself. I like biking too. We have many rules and people respect them, which is really good. We have one of my favorite trails when I'm biking or even walking. You can do it as well. It all depends, right? As to how long you want to go for the trail. There is one of them that I like to go all the way from Bird Mountain to Nyack. We go all the way to the bridge. It's like about 15 miles and we go up and down doing it. It's very refreshing because it's really right by the water, so you get to enjoy that water breeze, especially in the summertime. And it's also some shade. That's one of my favorites. Hopefully you like it too. But besides that one, there's so many smaller ones that you could do as well. We have plenty of parks around Stony Point. There's many different ones. You choose which one you like the best. There are different ones that I like the best. But also one good point is our community pool. Not many people uses them because a lot of our homeowners have their own pool. But it's good to mention that our community pool is very user-friendly. It's close by. It never gets crowded, literally ever, no matter how hot it is. Usually we never really get a big crowd. But one of the biggest thing is, for example, if you want to do a party, but you don't want to have the mess in your house, the fee for parties at the town pool is very inexpensive. All you need to do is go to the town hall and get the permit, and you tell them more or less how many guests you can have. Your guests get to enjoy the pool. We have the grilling section, so you can bring all your stuff, or if the food is already ready, you bring them on, bring the party, and when you're done, you don't have a mess. So that's a great feature that I like about our town pool. That's also where our camp gets to be done during the summer days. Not everyday campers are there, so we still get to enjoy it at all times. We have the golf club as well at our Stony Point Center. You can enjoy the pool, you can enjoy the golf course, you can enjoy the bingo nights. The Stony Point Recreational Center is very usable for our senior citizens, those who are retired in many cases. They enjoy full day at our recreational center. If you are into golfing, if you are into those other events as well, you get to enjoy. Now, if you have little ones and you are thinking about the schools, Stony Point is part of the North Rockland School District. As a mom and current resident and using the services, especially during COVID and after COVID, seeing the difference as to comparing it to other school districts and how they handle it, I think they did an amazing job. They have very strong sport programs especially. So I believe as a mom and as a human being, subjective decision that you will have to make because it depends on your preferences as to if this might be the best option or not for you. It is for me. My kids are both into different type of things. Therefore, it could be a little complicated at times. But for example, my son is into math and science and all that stuff. North Rockland has a pretty good academic curriculum for it. But also my daughter is more into the arts and the sports of it, and I get the best of both worlds. Now, North Rockland is very strong on the sports side for sure. For example, the cheerleadings and the basketball girls team have been to the national championships several times. And so that being said, it's very great and amazing things out there. Now let's talk about real estate. Fun topic for me. So Stony Point is a very affordable, it's one of the most affordable towns. The fact that it's at the top of Rockland is the farthest one from the city and right by the state park, I believe is one of the most affordable one. And not just what I believe, but I can prove it to you with numbers. So the average sale price in Stony Point currently is $550. Now, you get a lot of great prices relatively comparing it to any other southern towns in Rockland. So we get the most for our money when it comes to condition and size of the property. We have about 32 days on the market currently on our market. It used to be like about 7 days. Now, as a buyer, why is that important to you? Because that means that gives us a little bit more leisure on timing when we find the right home and to do the things and to actually find the actual property that you like in the current market as well. So now we have the lease to sell price ratio is about a 97% from the asking price, when before it was actually going over asking. So we are at a good place to buy. There's many different areas in Stony Point where we as residents, we know and sort of like subdivide them too. The town does have a subdivision for the different areas. Now, I personally live on the Stony Heights section, which means I'm high ground, more towards the mountains, more hilly rides around me. Then we have the marina. Those of you who enjoy and would like to be right by the water might enjoy that side of town. Then we have also the Willow Grove, which is closer to the golf club, and the middle schools are on that side. And we have Wayne State, which is the wooded, closer to the Tonkin Cove side of it. And then we have the Ridge Hill, which is where more luxury side of Stony Point is at. So you choose your lifestyle, we can make it happen. So this was my best shot telling you as much as I can about Stony Point. However, there is so much more and so much information to share that if you would like to know more about it, make sure you reach out. I hope this video provided with a good perspective for you in your new journey, and let me know what you think in the comments. Leave your thoughts, subscribe, and have a great day.